Excuse me. Pardon me.
Experts in the business of beatdowns. Back to Fight Show Live on Sports Radio 102.5 The Fan.
It's Fight Show Live on Sports Radio 102.5 The Fan. We are experts in the business of beatdowns, as far as you know. Now, we have our esteemed colleague, spectacular broadcaster, captures it beautifully every time. Every time you watch a little ass whipping, you know, this guy, especially, well, in Bellator, he's the Bellator voice, the play-by-play voice. Sean Wheelock, ladies and gentlemen.
It's so great to be here. Thank you very much.
He's being sarcastic, but...
Absolutely not. No, I'm thrilled to be here. You know what? It's great, a new sports station. The fact that there's an MMA show, I'm on the 3rd episode. This is huge. I mean, there's just a great MMA community, so many hardcores in Kansas City and the listening region. You guys are really filling the void, so congratulations to you guys.
Aw, thanks you for being here. Jeez, this guy's got credentials. I mean, he thinks we're actually got to do something.
What?
No, so Sean Wheelock. Now, you have a tournament format in Bellator, and it airs on Thursday nights about
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock Central Time, Central Daylight Time, I guess it is now, on Spike TV. And how do you feel about the tournament format? Because that's really how MMA, at least as we know it, MMA as we know it is about 20 years old. You know, with the first UFC,
November 12th, 1993.
November 19th.
VHS.
We're almost 20 years into this young sport, which is growing. I mean, exponentially. It's incredible. I mean, how do you feel about the format now that in terms of tournament, and you're involved with that?
I'm really close friends with Art Davie. It's a friendship I'm quite proud of. Art Davie, along with Rorion Gracie, was the founder of the UFC. Art was gone by the 2nd year. He sold out to Bob Meyerowitz, who in turn sold out to the Fertittas. But that was the start of it. And Art Davie had the tournament format. Now, obviously, as we're 20 years almost into this sport, you still see some one-night tournaments, some 8-man, even some 16-man tournaments in Europe, but it's really not good for the fighters. And commissions in North America are just not going to let that happen anymore. So I think this is the progression. It's still a buzzsaw that you have to fight and win 3 fights over 3 months. And the fighters, high-level guys, tell us, I never thought it would be this difficult to fight and win 3 times in 3 months. I love the tournaments. It's really just a modern progression of what Art Davie and Rorion Gracie started with UFC 1, because it's not realistic to have those one-night tournaments, but yet people still love the tournaments. What's everybody buzzing about in Kansas City and around the country? The NCAA. Everyone gets so excited about those games, those 68 teams. You know, you throw 2 of those teams, especially the first 4, or a lot of the first-round games, you just throw them on in January, February. Nobody really cares except for the alumni of the school and the students and a few hardcores. You wrap them up in the NCAA tournament, everybody loves it. And I think that gives Bellator a head start. That's how we've been able to develop stars. David Rickles, who I saw fight in a bar in Wichita, Kansas about 18 months ago, and I texted our matchmaker, Sam Kaplan, said, you got to look at this Rickles kid. Those are the types of guys that can shoot right up.
You saw him fight in a bar, but like in a cage, or just
I don't think Dave,
some guy like at the.
I don't think Dave's had a real fight in his life. He's just too mellow, and he's also too talented for that. No, it was just a small show at a bar in. It was a pro-am MMA show, and he was on the pro side. There were a bunch of AMI fights. Saw him, and he knocked me out. But you look at guys like Ben Askren, David Rickles, Pat Curran. These are guys who have come literally out of nowhere. Michael Chandler coming right into our organization. In other organizations, it's going to take a while. I look at someone like Jake Ellenberger. I love Jake Ellenberger. I've known him.
God, what a terrible badass.
I've known Jake since 2008 when he fought in M1, when I was the commentator in M1. And no disrespect to Jake, he's doing a fantastic job, but I would love someone to get Jake to Bellator. And I'm going to be careful of contract tampering here, but to me, that's someone who can go right to the top. You know, where he is in the UFC, I don't know. He's had some great wins. He continues to win, but in Bellator, it's clear. Yeah. 3 fights, you win the tournament, you get $100,000 in a world title shot. Dave Jansen, who just won our lightweight tournament last week, that's another guy I know from M1. You know, how long does it take Dave Jansen in another organization? In Bellator, 3 fights, $100,000, and he gets a world title shot.
Veteran international broadcaster Sean Wheelock is with us for Bellator.
Well, also, on top of doing the Bellator thing, you're also doing this refs and seminars, I've heard. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Ozone actually attended. The first one we did in August, and it was either going to be my best idea or my worst idea of 2012 because I did it with my own money. It turned out to be my best idea. We had 77 people from 12 states. We had a guy flying from California. We had a carload of people drive up from Texas. We had a guy flying from North Carolina. 2 guys came in together from New York. It's ABC certified. The ABC is the governing body of all professional mixed martial arts. It's the states that form into this confederation called the ABC. And it's the way to get in, to become a professional referee, to become a professional judge in MMA, whether it's on the amateur side, on the professional side. This is your way in. You then meet the state commissioners, you pass the test, you get the certification, you can apply for your state license. We've started to hold these all over the country since our first in Kansas City in August. Next one is April 20th and 21st in Wichita. We'll be announcing one in Nebraska in May, one in the state of Iowa in June. People can email me. I'm at info@rulesofmma.com, info@rulesofmma.com, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I'm extremely responsive. I'm at Sean Wheelock, at SeanWheelock. So many people who have taken these courses have gone right in and they've started to work. Ozone, just the group that you were at, of those 77 people, I think about 25, 26 right now have either started working, gotten their licenses and started working pro or AMI MMA. Just in the time frame of, what is that, 7 or 8 or 9 months?
Yeah, no, I've seen them working. I'm a licensed ring announcer in Kansas and Missouri, and I've seen them working. So
all over.
yeah.
Someone like Chris Belshie, who's a good friend of mine. Chris was a Muay Thai fighter, fought MMA, fought on the early Titan shows. Chris wanted to do it, didn't know how. A great student there. Chris is now a judge at almost every single MMA show across the state of Kansas. Derek Darling, another friend of mine, he got hired. He's now the chief inspector for the Kansas Athletic Commission for all fights in Kansas City. Again, 2 people who had no way in. They took the course. They met the right people, and they're in. That's what we've been doing around the country. The one we had last month in New York, I think we had just under 60 people attend. New York is about to break. They're about to get MMA.
Almost there.
And this is the class. Those people there who took the training, they're now ABC certified, and they're going to be called on to be the first refs and judges on these shows. People always think about, well, it's the Bellator shows, the UFC, World Series of Fighting, the big shows that you see on TV, but 99.9% of all MMA in the U.S. is not televised. They're these little bar shows, these hotel ballroom shows, pros and AMI shows, and that's where you can break in to be a ref and a judge.
I want to thank Sean Wheelock, the man, knows it all, sees it all, and lives it all. And we appreciate him, Bellator broadcaster, amongst other things. Ryan Stoddard, David Rickles, L.C. Davis. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We will see you next week on Sports Radio 102.5 The Fan. It's Fight Show Live. Come on!